Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching the video. I am Gus from RCMULTICORE, or Nucleus Mint, and today we're going to discuss about what is a review article, its importance, and how we structure its basic structure. To start off, we will talk about its definitions and characteristics. So to talk about a review article and to give an example, picture as it Sherlock Holmes of the academic world, which investigates and pieces together the clues that are left behind by countless research papers and books. So kind of like that, just to give an example. So what exactly is a review article? A review article is like a wise old sage of academia. It meticulously examines all the existing research on a specific topic or a research question, giving you the lowdown on what's out there. It's like your trusty guidebook through a scholarly jungle. But be careful, not all information we find is trustworthy. Always check the sources. So now going on to its characteristics. So comprehensive reach. A good review article should cover all important research on the topic. This means looking at a wide range of sources, including research papers, books, and other relevant documents. It's like a buffet of wisdom, offering a panoramic view of the subject, objective and critical analysis. Now, here's where the Sherlock part comes in. Author of review articles put on their detective hats and Sherlock pipes. They don't take sides, they're all about facts. They analyze the strengths and weaknesses of the sources they find, like a sports commentator, critiquing a game, for example. No personal opinions or biases allowed. Synthesis and organization of information. So after gathering an armful of evidence, review articles become expert weavers. So they craft a narrative that reveals patterns, trends, and black holes of knowledge in the literature and galaxy. To keep things tidy, they follow a structured format, which is the introduction, the abstract, the analysis, synthesis, like chapters in a well-organized book. And to sum it all up, imagine you're writing a book review about a new restaurant, to give an example. You wouldn't just list all the dishes you ate and what you thought of them. You would also consider the overall dining experience, such as the atmosphere, the environment, the service, the value for the service, the money that you would spend. In some way, a review article isn't just a list of summaries of different studies. It's a critical analysis of all the research on a particular topic that provides readers with a comprehensive and insightful overview. Why have review articles been important? So, review articles, they provide a solid understanding on the topic, which includes key concepts, different perspectives, and key findings of existing research. In a way, this helps researchers to refine their own research questions and hypotheses and develop more nuanced understanding of their topic. They also provide new research opportunities which can help researchers to identify new emerging areas of research, as well as gaps. This helps researchers to stay ahead of the curve and to make important contributions to their field. Critical and conceptual understanding, which can help research to develop their critical. This can help researchers. It can help researchers to develop their critical thinking skills and to learn important concepts of research methods and experimental techniques. This can help researchers become well-versed in their field of study and to develop their own unique perspective. And synthesis of knowledge. So review articles synthesize and summarize a wide range of research, making accessible to both experts and newcomers to the field. They provide a comprehensive overview of the current knowledge of the topic, which can be used to make informed decisions. So, changes and continuous importance of a review article. So, are review articles still important? Are they still relevant in the age of TikTok or Shorts or Reels? You betcha. Review articles are like cliff notes for research. They summarize and synthesize the findings of multiple types of study, which helps you save a lot of time and effort. They're also great to learn about new research trends, and they help identify gaps. Here are some reasons why review articles are still important. So, first of all, in the digital age, in this case, their accessibility. So online databases make review articles easy to find. Even if you're not at a university library, they're time-saving. Instead of sifting through dozens of individual studies, you can get a good overview of a specific topic by reading the review article. They're interdisciplinary, so review articles bridge the gap between different fields of study. So you can learn from research that outside your own discipline. They are also teaching tools. So professors can use review articles to teach their students about the latest research findings. They're also quality controlled. So peer-reviewed review articles are vetted by experts. So you can be sure that the information is accurate and reliable. And there are trend setters. Review articles can help you identify emerging trends in your field and identify areas where further research is needed. And there are also citation machines. Review articles tend to be highly cited, which means that they are a great way to boost the impact of your own research. They often include critical assessments of the methodologies and findings of the studies they cover. This can help develop your own critical thinking skills. There are also synthesizers. Review articles synthesize knowledge from multiple studies, providing you with a holistic view of the topic. And they're contemporary. Review articles help you stay up to date, the latest research findings, so you're always at the top of your game. So next time you're starting a research project, don't forget to do your review article. It's the best way to set yourself up for success. And now we go on to the review article basic structure. So the structure of articles may have similarities and will depend on the specific guideline of the journal, the publisher, institution. or organization. So here we have an example of the basic structure, which is the title, the abstract, the introduction, the body, the conclusion, the acknowledgements, and the references. The body, normally you organize the body of your review article thematically, chronologically, or by subtopics, depending on your goals. You summarize and synthesize the key findings and arguments from the literature. You provide the critical analysis, the strengths or weaknesses of the studies you're reviewed, highlight any trends or patterns or conflicting findings in the existing research, and you discuss the implications of the literature for the field. In this case, there's also the methods that can be, in this case for a review article, optional if the review involves meta-analysis or a systematic review. This section explains the methodology used for the data collection and analysis. And to start off, we have the title and the abstract. So these are two important factors and identifiers. When researchers search for articles, they need to know about the article. So this is where they start off, and what gets them more engaged. If they're tempted or curious enough, normally they will continue. So title should be concise and informative, reflecting the main focus of the research. For example, here I put an example of a title. And in this case, this title, it provides a clear, specific indication of the article's subject matter. It mentions the topic also. And then we have the abstract. Remembering that normally the title is up to 12 words, in this case at RCMULTICORE, and following APA style. The abstract, which is a brief summary of the research, including the research question, the methods, the key finding, and the conclusion. Here we also have an example. In this case, it summarizes the main. In this case, it summarizes the main objective findings of the review. It briefly mentions the scope of the study and its implications in this example. And then we have the introduction and the literature review. This section introduces the topic, provides, in this case, the introduction, provides context, and states the research objectives or in questions. Here we have an example. In this case, this example, the literature review highlights the existing research related to the topic. It references previous studies and findings to establish its foundation in the current review. For the current review. And then we have the literature review. In this section, it gives a comprehensive overview of the existing research and any study related to the topic. And here we also have an example. In this case, the existing research, it talks about the risk and highlights the existing research related to the topic. It references previous studies, findings to establish a foundation for the current review. Then we have methodology and results. And in this case, methodology, if it's applicable. And in this session, you will explain how the study was conducted. It includes details on data collection and analysis methods. So there's also the example there. And then we have results. This section normally presents the primary findings of the review. It reports its key discoveries and normally the outcomes of the study. Now we have the discussion and conclusion. In this case, the discussion interprets the results of the study by explaining what they mean and why they are important. It also talks about the implications of the results for the study and for policy and practice. And it also suggests the future research to build or findings of the study. And there's an example also, and that you can check out there. And then there's the conclusion. The conclusion summarizes the main findings of the review. It emphasizes the importance of the study, of the study's findings, and if there's a need for further action. Also, there's an example. Now, acknowledgements, which is optional if you want to express gratitude to those who contributed to the research, such as advisors, institutions, individuals that gave support and guidance to research during the study. You can add acknowledgements before the references. So here's an example of an acknowledgement, and the example, the author acknowledges the specific individuals and entities that played significant roles in the research process. This includes the thesis advisor, whose guidance improved the quality of the literature, and the university library for providing essential resources. The acknowledgements also extends to personal connections, such as family, friends who offer emotional support. The acknowledgement section also demonstrates the author's appreciation for collaborative effort and researchers that contributed to the successful completion of the literature review. So now we have in-text citation. So we have 3 types, which is parenthetical citation, narrative citation, and quotation. In parenthetical citation, the author's last names and the publication year are enclosed in parentheses and placed within its text. This format is usually briefly to reference the source within the sentence, allowing readers to easily locate the corresponding entry in the reference list for details. In this case, we have an example here. Then we have the narrative citation, which integrates the author's names and the publication into the synthesis structure, provides a clear attribution within the text, making it evident who conducted the research and when it was published. And here we also have an example. And now the quotation. So when using a direct quotation from the source, the author's names, the publication year, and the page number, if it's applicable, are included in the parentheses after the quoted text. This makes it possible to ensure that it is properly attributed and allows the reader to verify exact location. The citation styles are really essential in academic writing, and be sure to follow the guidelines to APA style, in this case at RCMULTICORE. Then we have consent and author information and conflict of interest. Consent is vital for it to be informed for researching individuals, which makes it easier to understand the purpose, the risks, and the benefits, typically documented through the signed consent. Author information, so details about the author should be included, their names and affiliations and their roles. Also disclose any conflicts of interest, such as financial interest, affiliations, or factors that could influence the research. To disclose this, it's essential. In RC Multicore, normally we have the cover page or the cover letter or documents that you can provide this information. It's not necessary to add it to the article. And that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Your support means a lot. Leave a like if you like the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can get the latest videos and the updates. We value your opinion, so feel free to comment down below. You can get into contact with us or follow us on our social media and check out our content at YouTube. And thank you very much. Have a nice one.